What's going on, guys and gals? This is Darth, and we are back in Queensblade Limit Break. And in this one, this is going to be my official kind of like pets guide. I did do an upload on pets, and that was just an overview. I've had a little bit more time to spend with the system, go over a few things. I even bought, and this was before I decided to stop spending, guys. It was my last purchase. I did go ahead and buy a kind of like a boost fund. We'll take a look at that here in a second, to where I get these summoning pet things every once a day. We'll take a look at that. But anyways, my opinion hasn't really changed from my overview. Actually, that's not true. It's actually gotten worse. That's right. And my opinion on pets has gotten worse. And I don't care whether or not they change the pets over time and in the future, which they're going to have to because they didn't implement all the features of pets. But you don't implement a system like this the way that it is and then make it better over time. You implement a good system and then tweak it minorly over time. That's how you do it. My opinion has actually gone from bad to worse when it comes to the pet system. So we're going to cover everything. Even though I did kind of cover some of this in the overview, I'm going to give you some information you didn't have and don't have from the beginning, because I am getting the ability to summon more every day than the average person. So let's just jump right into it, okay? The only way to really obtain pets is to buy them. Okay, with either in-game money, which when it was first released, they gave everyone a free purple one and the ability to buy an orange one at $17. They did go ahead and add to the marketplace purple versions of the pets that you can buy for 1,500 gems a day. They're saying is at a 25% discount, which makes this not just horrendous, but at a normal cost of money to gem value is absolutely stupid. We're going to see why. One of the biggest things we're going to cover in this is whether or not pets are currently worth anything. Anything that they do or don't do to you, we're going to cover it. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm not monetized and I'm not partnered with G123, so I have no reason to sugarcoat anything. And we're going to be real honest here. So pets are basically individualized warriors, but they're also a gearing option for your existing beautiful warriors. Problem is that when they implemented the system, we were told that there was going to be able to be PvP battles with your pets. That system is not currently in the game. Thank God, because they got a lot of work to do. So if you go into Warriors, one of the biggest questions that everybody has is, how do you access pets? How do I use them? How do I summon them? There's no books, there's no tickets, there's plushies. As you saw in the marketplace, there are plushies. Okay, they come in two versions, purple and orange. We'll take a look at those in a second. But in order to get to this system, you have to go under Warriors, which again, like I said, they're their own warriors, but they're also a gearing option. There's a tab off to the left called Summon Beasts. Okay, this is going to show you, this is probably going to be blank for most, but this is, if not, this is going to show you what pets you have available. Down here is a ribbon where you actually use the functionality of the system. Right away, I can already tell you that this tab here is horrific, but it's all they got. And considering that they kind of probably port this from a mobile version of a game, I play on PC, what do you expect? So in order to summon, you come down to the summoning tab. You're going to have a couple of summoning circles. Okay, this is where you summon your pets. Okay, I'm going to click on here. Whoops. I'm going to click on the index. I'm going to show you. Currently, there are 4 pets in the game, 2 perps and 2 orange. Okay, Whore Rabbit, Lucky Monkey, Lixard with her long tongue. I got a lot of puns to say that I can't say on YouTube about that, so we're just going to let that one go. Then we got Catnibble. Awesome names. I'm going to tell you right now, off the bat, whoever they hired to do the artwork on this, I think they phoned it in from their kids. Absolutely horrific visuals when you compare them to the art style of a lot of the actual beautiful warriors. Not even on par. This is kid stuff. Oops. This is kid stuff, guys. And if that is what they did and they brought their kids in for free labor to draw pets, that's just sad. But anyways, they need to fire the visual person and they need to hire somebody else. I get it. They were going for cartoony and kiddie. This is an adult game, not a kiddie game. I don't want to see cute little plushies with these eyelids things here. Though I think it is kind of funny that he's kind of bursting out at the seams. I want to see good visuals, especially in a monetized game like this. That's just me. Sound off in the comments if you disagree. So you have two different types. Orange ones currently can only be bought with real money. WTF to that. Now, I mentioned I bought a particular pass. It is a benefit pass. Now, I bought this before my subscribers jump on me. I bought it before I decided to stop spending, and I did it for a reason, so that I can make a video with updated information, because the only way I can make a video is to spend time with the system. Can't spend time with the system if you can't obtain the items. Now, I'm not monetized on YouTube. I'm not partnered. I don't have any way of recovering that $10 unless somebody wants to PayPal me. But it gives you a free orange one, and it gives you one purple plushie, which is your summoning ticket, if you will, every day. And that has allowed me to kind of play around with the system. So I'm going to provide some information to you that's going to help you understand why I think that it is not worth it and it's a horrible system. And then you can decide for yourself. Keep in mind, they value one purple plushie at 1,500 gems a day. The 1,500 gems a day in the marketplace is better spent on your daily attribute trials, or your daily sweeps to get materials to further your account. Go back into the warrior screen here. Let's just take a look at a warrior. The way you attach a pet when you do have them is there's a little bauble here on your warrior screen that you can attach. Okay? We'll come back to that in just a second because there's some information you need to know, but let's go back to the summoning deal and summon. First thing you're going to notice is a countdown. You throw a plushie into your summoning circle and it goes on a countdown. Basically a hatching period, which is absolutely psychological bullshit. It's stupid. It goes into a summoning cooldown of 12 hours for purple and 16 hours for orange to summon a pet. And it summons it at random with a random attribute, okay, depending upon whether or not you have a purple or orange. Okay, they roll with random attributes. We'll touch on that here and again in a second. But you can click on it and spend a varying degree amount of gems. Purple at max counter of 12 is 600 gems. And an orange one at max 1,600 hours is 1,000 gems to cool it down. You see where I'm going with this gems monetizing BS? That's all psychological. They know that people can't wait hours, so they're going to click on this and they're going to use gems. Don't fall for that. One, because it's stupid and it's predatory, and two, because it's not worth the gems. You're going to see that as I talk over the next few seconds about what the benefits of each of these pets do to you. So I get one a day, and that was for a reason. So that's how you summon. You come here, you add whatever you have here, and you start a countdown. It rolls with a random attribute. Each one of these has a random, has stats that it does provide when attached to your warrior. Purples, it gives you defense, pierce, and HP. And the orange one gives you pierce, attack, and HP. Now, I think that this is another mistake. This is stupid. I think that in order to be effective, and you're going to see this here in a second, as you level these up, even at bottom line, they should have all four primary attributes: attack, defense, HP, and speed to make them worth it. That's just me. I don't think that the orange ones should be the only ones with attack. I think it's stupid. Well, what does it do for your warrior? Well, when you go into your warriors and you attach a pet, you're supposed to get increased stats. And this is where I have found to be one of two of the most biggest problems with the pet system. Okay, one is, okay, I'm all for pets providing stat boost when attached to your owners. But when you attach them, let's see, you gain the stats that they have, meaning the purple only gives you HP and defense, pierce, and the orange gives you attack, defense, and HP, or defense, pierce, and HP, in the minor amounts that they do, which is already very, very low to begin with. But when you click on the bauble, it states that if Summon Beast attribute matches the Beautiful Warrior's attribute, stats plus 5%. This is not saying that your warrior gets a basic primary attributes for plus 5%. It is saying that the attributes of your pet increase by 5%. Okay, that it can be proven by some simple math here. Let's take my swan real quick. She has a matching attribute, purple. And the reason I use purple is because that's what most people are going to have. Okay, keep in mind purple only has HP and defense pierce. My HP is, with her attached, goes up to 1.7 million, which is neither here nor there. I'm going to bring up my calculator here. Okay, 1.7959 is what my HP is with her attached, 1697844 without, for a difference of 3,115 HP, which is ridiculous, but she's only level 1. Now, when you add 5% to, let's just go in and look at, just so that you know, I just want to drive this home. The HP is 2,967 on a Horror Rabbit, okay? 2,967 plus 5% is 3,115. That is the exact difference of my HP when I attach. That's 5% extra, 3,115, and they round up and down depending on what's there. You're getting 5% on these stats, not 5% of your warrior's stats basic here. I think if they really wanted to make this system worth it and improve it, they need to add all these stats to the pets. They need to make sure that the both orange and purple have all the primary attribute stats so that you get 5% across the boards when you have a matching attribute. One reason I say that is because there's a refinement button here at the bottom, meaning that you can take a mind attribute pet, spend 300 gems to roll a random attribute so that you can spend gems until you get the matching attribute. If you're going to spend gems, it needs to be far more worth it than the piddly BS stats that are already on pets. Absolutely horrible. Now, that is problem number 1, is the stats. Problem number 2 is the upgrading of the pets. Let's go in and talk about it. Okay? When you go into your basic tab here and you click on one, you have 2 ways of upgrading. You can rank them up just like a normal warrior, and you can also invest your XP to level them up. Now, leveling up 20 times costs about 475,000 XP. That is ridiculous, especially since the stats that you were getting are absolutely low to begin with, and it doesn't provide all main attributes. 415,000 XP, although you can get that in the daily sweeps and attribute trial, that is more than ranking up a 5-star warrior to a 6-star warrior. By far. And you get better stats, to be honest with you. I digress. But that's not where the main problem comes in. The main problem comes in on the ranking system. You can increase your rank, and although you do get juicy bonuses as you rank up, I'm assuming that the XP goes up exponentially, which I think, again, doesn't justify the stats you get. But that's not the real problem. The real problem is how you rank up. You have to sacrifice an actual warrior or a pet in order to rank up, as in addition to a beast XP. Now, I want to walk you through this and show you just how asinine this is. You have to sacrifice a warrior, and I have no reason to believe that at higher ranks you have to sacrifice more. Keep that in mind. Where do you get Beast XP? It's on the other tab that's on here. It's called Farewell. You come in here and you farewell a warrior or a pet, and you get a varying amount of Beast XP. So, what does that mean? It means that in order to rank up a pet, you have to sacrifice a pet, and in order to get the Beast XP, you have to sacrifice more pets that you already can't get. And yes, I know you can buy 2 a day for 1,500 gems. We already went over this. It's not worth it. It's not worth the stat increase either. And other people are going to disagree, but just to go 1-star level above, you have to sacrifice 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. You need, because it only gives you 4 for a purple, and you need 10. So you have to sacrifice 3, which was they did that on purpose, which is stupid. Then you have to sacrifice an actual pet in order to rank up. I get the longevity of ranking up this system, but it does not justify the cost. The stat benefit does not justify the cost of these pets. And I don't care, again, I'm just going to reiterate, I don't care if they improve the system over time. It was implemented as a stupid system to begin with. And to anybody who says, any stat's better than no stats, I'm not even going to address that because it's not worth it. Anyways, guys, that is an update on pets. Just again, go under your warriors. You can select your warrior. You can attach a pet to any warrior to increase their stats by whatever your pet stat is. If it matches the attribute, you get 5% of the, in addition, you get a 5% increase to the pet's stats, which the pets need updating. They need to, pets should include all 4 primary stats. to make them worth it. They need to lower the cost of the XP to level up. They need to fix the cost of sacrificing pets in order to rank up pets, because I still don't think that the increase you get for the sacrifice justifies it. It's absolutely horrible. They have a cooldown timer that costs a lot of gems. I'm okay with this. If you want to have a cooldown timer, fine. It's not affecting me. I have patience. I can wait. The Beast Benefit Pack is where they're driving you in to buy, which I wouldn't buy it. I would boycott it just because they need to improve the system. The Refinement, being able to sacrifice gems to get the right attribute, that is cool. I'm okay with that. Farewelling a pet to get the XP needs some serious adjustment. The overall verdict on pets is that it was a half-assed attempt to implement a new feature, an awesome, or potentially awesome feature, by the way, that would have benefited all players, new and old, if they would adjust the stat benefit. Now, whether they adjusted the 5% to the Warriors' base attribute stats or 5% of the pet's attribute stats, they need to add all the main attributes to the pets. The cost is not worth upgrading, and quite frankly, that $10 pass that I have is probably the best value you have, and that was the intent, to draw you towards that $10 value. Let me know what you guys think of pets. Let me know what you think of the information provided here. We already know that it needs to be changed. Let me know if you agree with me. If you like the pets, fine. If you don't, then, sound off in the comments, and as usual, let G123 know exactly what you think and how you feel about it, because it needs to be changed. That's it for pets. I'll see you in the next one.